Okay.
Automatic.
Oh my God, I'm so fat in that video.
I've got to create a new one. I've got to cut that
just...
intro video. Is got to be what? 2 years old?
Oh,
3.
it's got to be 3 old. I'm at my old house.
Well, we were on the radio for the past year,
and that's 2 years. And oh my God, yeah. Oh man, I love it. It's kind of like being back in the old way. I like this. A happy accident, like some children. God, it's wonderful. Not yours.
Some children. Let's be honest. I'm going to say a majority. I'm going to go out there and say a majority. Oh, look, it's
there he is. Hey, buddy. Nice to have you here. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So, folks, before we get started, though, let's take like
we can kind of lollygag a little bit.
We can lollygag a little bit.
We don't have time constraints. We can edit.
We can.
Why is that?
What? Why is that? Hold on. That's why. Hold on. The reason why we can sorry, I got to get out of frame. The reason why we can lollygag and whatnot is we're not live on the radio anymore. We're still on the radio. We're doing pre-recorded shows, but we're not live on the radio anymore. This is exclusively only on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And then we're going to do pre-recorded shows, and those are going to go end up. So what you're going to hear live is the raw, uncensored version, and then the radio will get a nice polished radio appropriate version.
We are still the only radio show and podcast. Shit, that doesn't work. We're still the only radio show dedicated to paintball. Podcast, there's still some left.
We're aware of, yeah. Actually, the program manager was telling me the other day that I guess like some people have like talking to her about the radio station, and they're like, "Is there like a show that just talks about paintball? Like, what is that?" And she's like, "Yeah, there is."
There is. They talk about paintball. They talk about all sorts of stuff. They talk about mental health. We talk about delicious sandwiches. We talk about whatever the hell seems to like fiddle through our heads at the time.
Yeah, whatever across our feed and whatnot.
Dude, you even like sent me show notes, and I was so stoked about them. I don't know why this feels like completely normal and not like last week on the radio. I think it's because I know I don't have to behave myself.
You're not thinking about what you're saying. You're just letting it flow.
God damn, it's happening.
That's what's happening. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've completely forgotten what I used to say. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 471. 47. Let me try this again. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 471 of the Maritime Paintball Podcast. My name is Brad Odell. With me, as always, is this fine gentleman.
Your pleasantly entertained king of paintball. And why I'm pleasantly entertained is while we are still the only radio show dedicated to the wonderful sport that is paintball, we're pre-recorded once again, like we were just saying. That means we can edit a whole bunch of stuff. We can have ourselves a little more of the old school way things used to be when Explorer was a wee young lad listening to us. So I'm happy. And also Brad even sent like a list of all of our fantastic sponsors that we've been collecting, like a certain YouTuber
Pokemon
that has
cards, man. We've been collecting them.
Man.
Before we
got some dope ones.
About why we suddenly had like 21 viewers and then it dropped to 7 and now it's back up to 9. Like, what was that? What's going on, Jalen? We see you on YouTube. What's happening? Anyways, carry on. Let's talk about the fantastic individuals who help us in our.
Wow. Go for it.
So first of all, we're going to talk about Northern Hydration. Your Canadian-made hydration formula. It's delicious. It's fantastic. And they've just come up with the caffeinated version, the caramel macchiato. So go check out Northern Hydration, drinknorthern.com. Use code MaritimePB10, score yourself 10% off. Also get grapefruit. It's fantastic from what I've been told because I keep forgetting to order it. Doing it this week. I swear to God.
Yeah, I want some of that caramel macchiato there, my boy. I'd like to try some of that.
Right?
Yes.
Next up, we got Loft Gear, actually the newest partner to the podcast. Loft Gear is the maker of the Station 150, which is this beautiful bag that folds out into is basically like a table with a storage compartment on wheels, and it's waterproof and like things like the stitching will hold 2,000 pounds or something. I think it's 2,000 pound stitching. To break that stitching,
cool.
we stitched it with like dental floss, is what it looks like. No, not really. It's way better quality than dental floss. But it's what we used to do back in the day with paintball gear was when you got a tear, you'd sew it with dental floss because dental floss won't break. It's an old army trick. My home away from home, your actual
down the road. Can't wait. I miss them so very, very much. I'm getting into that winter. I'm ready to destroy the world, and I need to play.
Yeah.
So we've gone and we did a little experimenting. I went to the kill house and kind of been keeping myself entertained. But continue. We have more people.
Building Paintball, which is a fantastic Facebook group. Just look it up. Go to facebook.com. Look up Building Paintball. It's got something like 2,000 or 3,000 members. They are getting.
You will not be disappointed.
You will not be disappointed. You gotta play.
Gotta play to win, baby.
Gotta play to win. They do a fantastic job, though, of getting gear into the hands of individuals who normally could not afford it. I.e., me, a CS3 Hormesis Revo 1 of 20. Like, come on. It's nothing I could ever afford on my own. Intensity Customs, fantastic individual. Sean is amazing. His wife, his whole family, like met the whole family. They're just great people all around.
There.
Intensity Customs makes some amazing gear. They made a beautiful media jersey for me, which is like a hybrid between like a hoodie and a hockey jersey and a paintball jersey. It's very hard to describe, but I love it. It kept me cool while I was in Florida, and I had a hood up.
Yeah, I saw the I saw a couple pictures of you, and you did look very cozy in that. Very nice.
Great. It was great. The hood kept the sun off me, and it kind of like wicked away moisture or something. It was great stuff. And then we got Paintball Dirt doing great work out there. He's condensing down basically what's happening in the world of paintball down and into a weekly newsletter. So you can go check him out. It's paintballdirt.substack.com. I double checked because I couldn't remember last week. But yeah, go check that 100%.
Sorry, I'm giggling because I'm an old man, and I just had a flash of Video and Arcade Top 10. And I don't know if you remember that show from when we were young.
Oh my God, I loved that show, man. Like, I don't know what it was about watching. Oh my God, we had video game streamers before we had streamers.
Yeah, out of if I remember right, they were filmed. Well, it was on YTV, so I think it was out of Toronto.
It was out of Toronto. Yeah, it was 100% Canadian, and it was it was a live audience where they would randomly pick names.
Yep,
and you'd go down and you'd compete.
Yeah, right. It would. It was basic. It was times they would play games 3-4 levels.
You played the latest game. That's what it was. It was always like showing off the latest release.
Yeah, I remember seeing like R-Type, like the birth of the SNES on that. But the way we were reading it, it just kind of gave me a flash of buddy Nicholas Picolis, the guy who would do who was the host. It just kind of.
You know what's funny is I tried
my meds off. Clearly, Video and Arcade Top 10.
Right? Oh my God, that was and it was the competition, and then it would go into reviews on video games, and then it went into
movies, music, TV. Then they would give tips and tricks.
Cheat codes.
Review cheat codes. Yep. We would do all that stuff. Movies, and then like I said, they would do, and then they would go back to the game. Then they would give out prizes. They'd have like a little contest. So yeah, talk about welcome to the Maritime We Have ADHD podcast.
You know what? So speaking of which, and I'll get back on topic in a minute, but it came across my feed. It was like on YouTube or something. It just came across. And it was like talking about like 90s TV, and they actually talked about YTV back in the day, and it was SNIT. They were talking about SNIT.
Oh my God!
The robot covered in gum.
Yep.
Like.
PJ Phil. He's still people keep running into him. I think again in Ontario somewhere, people run into PJ Phil and they get pictures with him. So he's still going, which is hilarious.
Awesome. I love that.
Would love somebody call PJ Phil and get him on our show. That would just
be wild, right?
It'd be hilarious.
Okay,
let's go play some paintball. Shut up.
Okay, no, hear me out though. Hear me out. We're going on a tangent, not a tangent. We're going to grasp at straws here, right? We're going to throw everything at the wall and see what sticks. But every podcast out there now brings on like, and us included, right? Let's be honest here. We're bringing on like well-known players, industry, individual, like people within the industry, players, coaches, team owners, manufacturers, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So you're bringing in people to talk about their experiences in paintball. But what about bringing in like people and being like, okay, I want you to sit down for an hour and we want to talk to you about paintball. Like it's like pitching a timeshare. Like come on to the show, sit down for an hour. You've never paintball before, so you're going to come onto a show and we're just going to talk about paintball to you, and we're going to try and sell you on going and playing paintball.
Turn around and bang on the window of the guy behind you and tell him to come in there. And next time we'll get him in here. We'll experiment on like local people.
You know what? I can do that. I've got 2 guest mics. Right? I can do that. We can get that. We need. That's what I'm thinking. Like, how do you get people? Because eventually, let's be honest, paintball's. I mean, it's not a small sport. It's a fairly big sport. We're gonna run out. We're gonna start tripping over people. Like, we need to. How do we bring in fresh blood? We're gonna sit them down and be like, all right, I want you to listen to 2 idiots ramble on the microphones, trying to tell you to go play this paintball. Like, I think it'll work.
I'm just flipping through here. What do you post explore?
There was one really bad episode with me on it.
Oh God, I can only imagine. Hello. Cliff, I hear you're having a snowstorm, buddy. You've seen some big ones. That last ice age was probably like something else. He's gonna kill me, I swear to God. Yeah, sorry. That sitting on screen was Dan Weber telling us that his buddy Brent Louse was on Video and Arcade Top 10.
I love that.
I'm jealous. I am jealous beyond all reasoning.
I'm gonna go see if I can find episodes and show them to the young fella and just be like, listen, kid, like you watch your YouTube streams and you watch your whatever, but like sit down. This is what we had. And I'm gonna make sure that the recording I find has the commercials. Like, you're not skipping the commercial.
Yeah. They might, some of them. Dave Pitts, Hall.
Commercials.
Fudd is here. Justin Dory is here. Hey, buddy, I was talking. Your ears must have been burning. We were talking about you the other day. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Andrew Ganga, I will be going to sometime to Quebec this year, and I'm going to go harass the Kaiser on his own territory because I think that would be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Plus, they're wicked hosts. Like, I can't imagine going up there and not having a good time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It has been absolutely beautiful here today. It was a balmy 7 degrees. I'm sure I saw like locals. Well, I mean, there's guys in shorts all year round here.
There's always that one guy, right?
Yeah, but it was balmy today. It was really, really nice.
Yeah.
No, I love the idea of reball. I'm not getting shot to shit by those things. No thanks. Plus, I'm lazy. I should.
I just got followed by somebody on TikTok.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Did they tell you to get off TikTok?
No. His username is King.
Listen. I'm not the only one. There is other royalty in the world, kids.
He's King Boss Ninja. And the photo is like a souped up car of some kind. So I'm there for it, man.
I was there for like a King Ninja. Hell yeah.
Right. I'm there for it. So should we tiptoe into the shenanigans that we plan on getting into and see if we could stir the pot?
I mean, the pot's stirring itself.
It really is. Talk about it. Let's
we called it.
Let's preface this with how do I put that? How do I word this? If you don't agree with what we say, let us know because we love to argue.
And by we, he means him.
I get massive dopamine hits from arguing.
I don't have any like urge to do so.
No, it's not arguing. It's I would love to see other sides of the situation. Is what I'm saying. Like,
I want to talk about this because I love the idea that the pros are going to 5 pods.
Oh yeah, no, we're going to
Kick
that
ass.
too. We're going to talk about
We're
that.
talking about pro stuff too, anyways. Y'all know where it's going. I mean, money makes everyone forget everything.
Money makes the world go round, and it makes a lot of things disappear. So, first things first. Let's get the real spicy one out of the way, because that one is just kind of a flash in the pan. It's going to be a nothing sandwich, which is kind of upsetting, but at the same time, what can you expect? So Die Paintball has partnered with Protocol. Protocol is the team Dan Balzerian. Balzerian sounds insulting, so I'm going to go with that one. Is a part of, who is a very loud, very proud anti-Semite. Just a very strange sentence to say. And he's just kind of garbage. He's kind of human garbage. If you look into his history too, a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's got a lot of money. He's self-made." His father built the company he's currently running, and his father went to prison for embezzling.
That has nothing to do with what this is about, though.
I'm just saying that
he's kind of garbage all around. Yeah, I mean,
fact that Protocol's got so much heat around it from him being like an outwardly spoken anti-Semite and like the kind of guy who's like saying some pretty terrible, violent things. And Die's like, yeah, we should totally partner. We should hook up. We should get together. And it's like, bro, like Die, you've already got enough on your plate in the background.
Hey, buddy.
So yeah, I'm a little disappointed in Die. I mean, I was disappointed in Die when they released a $1,200 barrel. So I mean, but at least that's one of those things.
Like, at least that one you could.
Yeah, but at least that one I can look at and go, that's stupid. You know what I mean? And then move on. You know?
Yeah.
But this one is very like, come on. So I'm really not happy about it. It sucks. I was really hoping that like he's going to be around. He's never going to go away, and I get that. And I understand that paintball brings all sorts of people together, and everyone's got all their own different opinions and whatnot. But this man is very loud, and he gets a lot of attention because he's got a lot of clout and stuff. And I don't like the fact that people are just like, well, you know, it brings attention to the sport. Yes, so what? You know, like, I don't care. It's not enough. I don't. Right, but that's the problem with the world today is that he's got mucho money.
I've discovered that in the face of it, I just
sorry, Justin's comment. Next thing you know, Die will sponsor a tournament on Epstein Island. If you know, you know. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, Dory.
Yeah, thanks,
I love
Dory.
you, buddy.
I got no. Anyways, that's all I got with that one. There's nowhere to go from it.
There's nowhere. There's only one way to go, and it's down.
Yeah.
So, 5 pots. 5 pots.
Oh, this is the best one though. Explore. It makes me so sad that he gets so much attention for being a D4 or D5 guy. It's like he's not even that good of a paintballer. Like at the end of the day, it's just like he's an anti-Semite, and you can go up in one side of him, down the other, and all that. But really, at the end of the day, you just look at him and go, "Bro, you're only D4."
That guy. Video and arcade top 10 guy. That makes me happy.
Oh, wicked! Video.
Fred has arrived. Dan was probably like, "Yo, man, they want to talk to you."
Yeah. Go check these guys out.
Right.
I love it. So 5 pods. The pro league, NXL might be moving to a 5-pod format. So let's talk about that. What do you think is going to happen?
Less pods means less paint, means more action, more movie.
Yeah,
I'm guessing. There's no more to sit there and sling paint the whole time.
I don't
beyond that,
I think it's only going to change the back players because like a lot of the snake players, when I was at World Cup and I was watching these guys play, a lot of the snake players were diving in with like 6 pods max. Right. So like they're going to lose 1 pod. But a lot of them, you know, a lot of them are only running maybe 6 pods, 7 pods. So they're losing that 1 or 2 pods. It's the back players, the guys who go from like breakout to far right or far left corner and are just shooting, like locking down that lane cross field.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are going to have to change up. And I'm curious how that's going to go.
Paint limits do. That is very true, Dory. Which is so you're pretty accurate though. You don't usually need to shoot
I was going
that
to say,
much paint,
Dory
Dory.
doesn't really need that much paint. He just needs like enough to put in his hopper to snap you off the break anyways.
Yeah, he just needs enough to get to the bunker, and then he can usually hold you down pretty good, just tink, tink, tink. Shooting lots of paint is dance only. Mine too, accuracy through volume. That's like D4, D5 player. I'm shit. Like, I'm a terrible paintballer, so yeah.
No
dump
split.
paint.
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see how it goes because I'm watching some of the plays, like seeing some of these guys move. Like they're not shooting a lot of paint. Like a lot of the guys were coming off the field with maybe 2 or 3 empty pods. Like they're not emptying their pod belts. So I don't know.
Does
I don't
the
know if
format
it's
not allow for like long enough games, or is it just because they're going that fast?
well,
like,
what's
the games are
happens
just
if you watch the higher, like you watch paintball, like pro matches, right? A lot of it is, especially 5v5, you send out 5, suddenly you're down to 2 versus 4, concede the point, take the loss, get your guys re-upped, get them back out on the field. So like those 2 last guys don't get enough time to really dump all of their paint. You probably lost a guy off the break, so he didn't even get to shoot any. Then you can lose another one off of, maybe 45 seconds or a minute in because he got hit off, maybe he got shot out of snake or you got shot out of D side or whatever. But it's usually only like the last 2 guys that really dump all their paint. And I think I'm not sure if it's going to make a huge shift. I think the only ones who are really going to feel the hurt are maybe the paint manufacturers.
Sorry, I'm just reading here. Randy, you hide pods in your hair. Low scoring games. Sorry, this is terrible radio because I'm just reading the half-ass reading the comments. Explorer saying it can prevent low scoring games. I have no idea. I have no bone in this, no dog in this fight, no bone in this because I don't usually get to shoot more than 2 pots of paint before I'm eliminated. So.
No, but that's most players. No, honestly, that's most players get knocked out when they, because you think about it, you go out and you shoot your hopper, and then you might shoot 1 or 2 pods, and then you probably get taken out because you were snap shooting, and it's the back players who really need all of that paint. Cliff talking about Skyball 5v5 5-minute games were usually over in 50 seconds. Like it's a lot of like snapping them out off the break, going for one or 2 guys off the break, and then you got to take into account penalties and stuff. Like you get hit off the break, you don't notice, and you play on by mistake, and you're out. Next guy's out. Like, so I don't know.
I sent you that. Sorry, Jay Halland here. Forces aggression, which hasn't been seen since coaches, like, because I had sent you that post about they're doing 15 BPS sideline coaching. What was the other thing? There's 3 things on that poster. So the third thing, all 3 of them, I'm like, hell yeah, hell yeah.
It's old school X ball.
Yeah, that looks like fun. That looks like a ball.
It's basically the rules.
I love you.
It's the stuff that a lot of people say scared the hell out of them and why they never played paintball.
Let's go. I'm in.
Like it really
I
is.
want to do it, man.
Other things people are like, oh, they shoot too much paint. Like, nah, they don't. You don't know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah. I think you commented on it, Dan. That looks baller.
Penalty boxes. The penalty box.
Explain that for
Okay,
those.
so
We understand everything else.
So right now, somebody gets hit, so you get a penalty. You come off the field. You're off the field. You're done.
They pull you,
right?
yeah.
They pull you. The penalty boxes was if it was a minor. I forget exactly. I wasn't super involved at the time, but I was kind of around it. But so correct me if I'm wrong, Dan or Cliff.
Cliff or Dan can tell you.
Cliff was there when the paper was being printed to write the rules. The idea was that if it was a small infraction, you went into a penalty box that was connected to the field. So you were there in the penalty box. You had your marker, you had your mask. You're sitting there, watching the game, and you were only in the penalty box for a certain period of time. I think that's how it worked. And then they would be like, "Okay, penalty's over," and you're back out. Because I think I forget how it worked exactly. But what was neat was you would maybe you were up 1 because somebody was in the penalty box, and you might be able to take advantage of that. And then suddenly that 1, you were back. Like that 1 came back. So it was like, so let's say it was like 3-on-4 and you're up 1. You're like, hell yeah. Okay. So we're at 4, they're in 3. Let's push them hard. And then all of a sudden you hear like a buzzer go, and now it's back to 4v4. And this guy's been sitting there watching the whole thing from the safety of the penalty box.
So games go, I saw somebody like 25 minutes. Is that what it is? Like the games go long enough that they can have a 2-minute penalty?
No, it was, yeah. So it's 2 25-minute halves. So it's the same idea like right now where the clock goes and you just kind of like score points as much as you can.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 minutes and 5 minutes. Yeah. 2 minutes and 5-minute penalties. That's what it was. Yeah, that was
people would just get hammered coming out of those.
Yeah, you'd see the guys where they were like, as soon as they come out of the box, there were like 3 dudes would just like turn on, like whop, just get rid of them and like go back to playing. But other times you have guys come out of the penalty box and they, maybe you weren't keeping up and you forgot there was a guy in the penalty box. He's been there for 5 minutes or something, like you've forgotten, or he's been there for 2 minutes, you've forgotten it, whatever. And then he comes out and he knows where you are and you're not paying attention.
Like, oh God. Yeah, he would just come out of that box and hammer the shit out of you, because if he can see, how much of the field could they see? Like all of it, half of it?
I'm not sure. I think the penalty box was.
Is it always was it universally in the same spot?
Yeah. Coach is yelling, "Shoot the box!" Yeah, exactly. Watching the timer, and then watching Buddy come out. Shoot the box. Whole team just turns, blah, and then you go back to.
You see Buddy coming out of the box, just shoots himself in the foot. Screw it, not coming out.
But like you've seen the clip though. Remember there was the clip that we had shared to you. I forget who we had on the show to talk about it. There was like 3 dudes came out of the box shooting. And it was like the game, like it was bad. The game ended up getting thrown because they should not have like done what they had done. And it was just like doors up, and the guys came out and like they just started ripping everything apart. Like they weren't playing anymore. Now they were trying to hurt each other. Like it was.
Yeah.
We're mad. Great video though. Like.
Should I feel bad for Googling this one? Because I want to see that now.
So yeah, and then the no mercy rule right now, it's like if you get 4 points ahead of another team, they just mercy the game and be like, game over. So is it 4 or 6? 6. Sorry, 6 points. 6? 5. I cannot remember. Also, this room is very warm. And we're only half an hour in.
Oh, we're fine.
Why did I wear a sweater? I booked the only studio without AC.
You know what? You get what you pay for.
Thanks, Chuck. It was 5. It was 5 points. So if your team got 5 points ahead, you'd mercy the match would just be over. Done. Right. So let's say you pulled off an absolute miracle. Let's say you just you score 5, you go in 0-0, first game of the day. And somehow you manage to do, 5 12-second points back to back. Boom, 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 boom. Right. And I'm using that for a specific reason. Is you do 5 12-second points back to back, you could end the match in a minute. Like the match is done.
Damn.
Right. Now, realistically, it never went like, to do that would be ridiculous.
That's so cool.
Thanks, Dan. Yeah, different for each division. So 6 in pro, 5 in divisional. Maybe that's why I couldn't remember the damn number.
That's
so
really cool.
Yeah, so the mercy rule, and then we see a lot of concedes now, like where it's like, oh, we're just gonna reset. It's kind of.
I've noticed that there is a fair amount of concedes, but a fair amount coming from a guy who doesn't know a damn thing.
Well, I understand sometimes the concede just makes sense when it's like 4-on-2 and it's like, okay, we still have 15 minutes of match left. Like, I'm not going to leave the 2 out there to just huddle in a corner and burn the clock if we're down points. Concede the match, lose a point, get out there, hopefully win back that point, and keep going. You can really bring it back that way. Whereas, back in the day was you got one poor guy out in the corner and it's just like 1-on-3. Sorry, bro. Burn the clock and hopefully we come back strong. Like is all you got. Yeah. Or try do what you can. Maybe clutch it. You never know. Somebody might clutch it and make history. So that's gonna happen. The 5 pods thing. I'm curious. I'd like to see change. Let's see what happens. The old school X ball with the 15 balls per second, the side coaching and the penalty boxes. That is that. We always talked about paintball needs to get back to being more like more gritty, aggressive, more punk rock, like it used to be. That's gritty, that's aggressive, and that's punk rock. That is
comment. Yeah. Angry. A comment I've seen in a lot of the chat about this was bring back the X.
100%. I love the X.
Every video I've ever seen of that X looks like it's so much fun that like Moncton has an M.
Well, the X giant M. The X is big enough that dudes would like actually crawl under, like kneel under the X and like take you up from the center, right? So I want to see the car wash come back. It was the most obscene thing. Like it made zero sense. Realistically,
I saw videos of it. It looks so much fun.
But it's just I like stupid fun like that.
It looks so silly,
right? But this old school X ball is going to be the kind of thing where it's like it's the kind of rule format that produces people like Chris Lasoya who pop you from less than 3 inches away in the back of the skull. Like that's what's going to happen. I'm
not mad about that either. You know my opinion of it.
Yeah. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. But I'm excited.
Tom Cole confirmed 5 per player. Well, the second sexiest Tom in paintball has spoken. Good on him.
Talk about something else Tom Cole's involved with. Which is absolutely a nothing sandwich. But let's talk about it anyways.
Sorry, I'm reading Wade's comment. It's making me giggle. Here we go.
Well, it used to be you could shoot uncapped into someone's ear, but nowadays everybody has a lawyer. I don't think that counts in Canada. Right. I don't think you can do that in Canada. Like, no, you can still shoot somebody in the ear in Canada. What I mean is I don't think everybody in Canada will lawyer up because, I mean, you can't just sue for whatever reason. And the field has waivers. And I don't think
you odds on the field.
Yes. Yeah. Why not?
If I don't find a pod on the field playing, I'm going to pick it up and use it.
Yeah.
I don't
throw a pod. Front players drop their pods at back bunkers. No, if you're out, you're out. Like you and your gear got to go.
Yeah, I figured that was the rule.
Yeah. No.
But if you happen to take your pod out before you die, and it.
If the game is still on,
told it's wrong.
If for whatever reason, like the guy decides off break, like gun touching bunker, and he pulls off this like a John Wick move of like gun up and like tears off the the pod back at the same time and takes off running, and somebody decides to bandolier it, maybe. But I mean, that'd be legendary.
That'd be ballsy,
right? I think I've seen guys throw pods at each other.
I've seen people throw pods at each other, like on the way up.
Could, but I feel like to do a handoff like that, I feel you're just gonna you're asking for trouble. I think I think it's one of those like theoretically yes, practically no.
If you can do it, I don't see why not.
Yeah, if you drop 2 pods behind a bunker,
hold on, I have a solution to this problem. I'm gonna ask Cliff. Yes, then he answered immediately.
Oh my god, the timing on that was phenomenal.
Cliff,
pick up a this hit.
Love you.
Oh, yeah, that is one thing that can happen too. If the pod has been hit and you pick it up and a ref looks at you holding a pod that's been hit, the ref can call you out because they don't know when that happened.
That's fair. I would see nothing wrong with that.
I've called guys out in the CMC for having hits on their vests from the previous match. I mean, it happens, right? That's why we rubbed. That's why we gave everyone a rub down.
It was fucking me, man. You yelled at me. It was me and Corey. Yeah, it was Corey. He got clipped on the back, and you were yelling at him. And I remember the shot, and you're like, "I don't know." I'm like, "God damn it, you fucking well know." But the call was the call, and that's what I told Corey. I went, "No, should have wiped your back off, dumbass. Let's go."
Yeah.
Back over.
Now the thing too you got to worry about is like if you dropped a pod and it busted a paint, like it hits the ground, it gets rub all over it. Like you got it. Like the whole thing. It sounds like it's one of those rules that like if you could do it, do it. You know, like the dead man walk. It could be done.
I showed that video to one of my coworkers, and he's never played paintball, and even he was like, "That's got to take a set of balls." I'm like, yeah.
Back in the day, everyone's virtue board had a mode that just ramped 20 balls per second off the break and shut off after 5 seconds. Called those cheater boards.
I've heard of those.
Oh yeah, they were literally programmed where it was like, it was turn it on, and it would just ramp, and then after whatever, it would turn off. The other one was certain clicks of the trigger, so it was almost like a code.
So that era of paintball is like the 70s of Formula One, where they were just throwing everything bullshit at the wall, and everyone's going, no, you can't do that.
You didn't make a car drive itself. Get caught. Like that was the idea. It was check out these boards. It can do this, this, and this. It's like, well, you can't do that. Show me in the rules where it says I can't.
Next year's revisions. That's how it happens.
Right? Yeah. So that stuff was around.
Somebody can listen, Explorer. We got friends who can make you a pod butt plug. I got a guy who could do it, and I will have it sent to you. I'll find somebody. We'll get it molded, and we'll send him a butt plug pod.
Why?
Well, I'm figuring it's going to be a tack cap. It's going to hold about 15 balls, so you use it for a phantom. It'd have to be for a MagFed player. On the other hand,
it would be
like one of those tubes, like for a pistol. They already make them. See, look, I've talked myself out of a sale. Shit. A robot thing. Thanks, Wade. That. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that robot thing was yeah.
God damn it, Wade. I had nothing. I didn't know where to go with that. I was kind of just a bit of a train wreck. Oh God. By the way, we are still on beautiful 97.9 CHSR in Fredericton, New Brunswick. We've got a pretty cool show coming up after us. It's Urban Radio. So stick around and listen to them. We always appreciate their listeners because we know that occasionally they hear us, and we love you. So please keep listening. What else we got here? I'm pointing like off screen. I'm pointing at the chat for anyone who's watching. Like what the hell I'm pointing at? Keith Wild, cool. Always drop some cool knowledge.
Hey, what's going on, Keith? Looking to get married at a paintball event. Thinking D-Day.
Holy shit! I get to preside over a wedding. Hell yes!
What's the date for Commando's D-Day?
I think it's not the first this year. I think it's a week later, if I'm not mistaken.
Don't tell me that.
I think it's a week after. I think it's second week.
So it's Wait, so instead of June 6th, it's June 13th?
No, I think it's June.
Or
Shit.
instead of May
I think
30th,
I think instead of May 30th, it's
June 6th?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Why?
I'm in Toronto.
Eventually, you'll come to an event with me again. We'll figure it out.
Right? I'm in Toronto for a thing.
Double
Okay.
check.
Let's talk Summit Awards, because that came up and is a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw those nominees.
Yeah. So, not to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. Look, I'm not saying that some of the nominees or whatever don't deserve to be nominated. Okay, we're not fighting that fight. What I would like to do though is I'd really like to dig into, and I'd love somebody to explain to me how the nominees got picked. Because if we look at Podcast of the Year, Paintball Content Creator of the Year, those ones specifically, the majority of them, except for maybe 3, are all heavily involved with the NXL to the point of like, I'm pretty sure they all have each other's cell phone numbers. Like this very much sounds like they were like, hey, we're going to give out awards. Let me check my contacts to see who I want to give an award to.
And it
like,
is,
I'm not saying
and it's not even, and not us either, because hell no.
No.
I wouldn't give us any awards either. We're shit. But there are people on that list like that got nominated I didn't see that I'm sure should have been there. And I'm not the smartest lad in the planet,
like,
but
looking at the content creators of the year, right? We got Matt the Gym Rat, fantastic dude, makes great content, love his stuff. We got Shelda, photographer, takes some pretty good stuff. He also got nominated for Podcast of the Year, and I think he also got nominated for Picture of the Year. And then we got Will Ball for Soup, it's like an Instagram account. The idea is that they're kind of like a journalist. They kind of do like rumor mills and that kind of thing. We got Mr. H or Mark Cresson, basically the face of HK, and they've got Wolf Critchlow, Wolf of the Wolf's Den. I'm sure everybody knows who he is. So I'm not saying that like none of them deserve it or anything, but like Shelda was nominated last year. I think Shelda won last year. Looking at Podcasts of the Year, or Innovator of the Year, are all photographers and videographers, which, don't get me wrong, they take great photos and they take great videos. But the description for this topic is Innovator of the Year is for the creator or media team pushing boundaries with new ideas, formats, or tech. And I didn't really see any of that, to be honest with you. Videographer, a lot of them actually did some really great video stuff, so I'm not surprised that any of them got picked. So. Oh yeah. Also, Shelda got photographer of the year as well.
There was a picture that you were very annoyed with, and then we went digging into some of them. We're like, okay, because there was a couple really cool pictures that were nominated, and then there was a couple where like,
yeah, and that was one thing that really kind of struck me as. But
I wanted to ask you, is it the single picture, or was it the person's work?
So, do you see the screen?
Yeah.
So, yeah, Veronica, I can't pronounce that last name, but I'm going to try. That is these look like these are the photos that have been nominated for Photo of the Year. This got Photo of the Year. I'm sorry, but looking at her Instagram, I assume that's a her. I don't know. I think that's Veronica. Yeah, looking at their Instagram, there are so many good photos that just didn't get picked. This one here, Photo of the Year. I'm sorry, like, yes, it's nice. It's black and white. It's artistic, 10 seconds. I just don't see Photo of the Year when I look at these people's Instagrams and see so many better photos to be nominated.
If you want me to pick one of the 5, I'm picking Dan's. Like Dan Shelby's, like
sure,
that picture to me is just that's a great picture.
Right? No, 100%. I love this. This is good. Like, it's framed well. He snapped that perfectly. That looks like it should have been staged, but clearly it's not.
Aaron's as
You
well.
know?
Yeah, but I'm hoping that it's them and not just that picture. If it's them as a whole, then that's really cool because there was some really cool content. It just seems like those
Yes. If
nitpicking, I guess.
it's like nominate a photographer for photo of the year, sure. But the photos they've put on the site are not good. Not that they're not good. They're not photo of the year good. That's what I should be saying. When you look at like the podcasts, I think of the 5 podcasts, again, we don't think we should be nominated. But of the 5 podcasts that were nominated, 4 of them are run by professional paintballers who work either with or are directly involved with the NXL. Like, I'm sorry, but no, that's like somebody, like that's like calling up your best bud and just being like, hey man, I'm gonna nominate you for an award. You want to come party? Like, no. The innovator of the year, I'm sorry, but I don't see any innovation with any of these 5 individuals. I looked at their feeds and I looked at what they were doing, and yeah, there's some great photos and some great videos, but I don't see innovation. Why is there not product innovation there? You know what I mean? Why is there not anything wild, anything weird? It's just a lot of like, I'm using a drone. Great. I don't care. Everybody has a drone now. I'm on a rant. I'm sorry if I'm insulting anybody. Nigel does some amazing work. He's the only one shooting on film. That's cool. Love that. Okay? I love that. So why is he not considered an innovator? Why is he photographer of the year? He should be an innovator. I know film's not a new format or a new technology, but shooting paintball on film in 2025 should be considered doing something different.
Yeah.
Right? And Nigel has better pictures than that one. Right. I'm sure he does. I have better pictures than that one. I'm sorry. If it's shot on film, great. That's awesome. I used to work in a photo lab. I know how finicky film is. But I don't see why that one is. Play the Game will most likely win again just because it's popular vote. Play the Game is basically financed by the NXL. I'm sorry, but that's wild. Like, yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like, go vote for your nominee. Okay, so I got 5 options to pick from, and they're all basically best friends and hang out in the same like clubhouse. And, yeah, Mac Dev DLX coming out with new marker designs. Sure. What about something as simple as like ball sack? They've come out some weird things, some weird side things to go on to, like holds your squeegee, connects to your tank, or like rag protector that's 3D printed that snaps over it. It's maybe it's not the best thing, but holy hell, they innovated.
Yeah. They didn't just shave off a quarter, like an eighth of an eighth off of the weight of the gun.
Exactly. They did something cool. So why is that not an innovator? Like I'm not mad at the nominees. I'm mad at the Summit Awards. Let's get that clear. These nominees are doing great work.
It seems like it's almost all the same people as it was last year.
I'm quite positive it is. Actually, can I get to the 2025?
The ball sack has been the most innovative this year for sure, according to Explore Paintball.
According to Explore, he's never done us wrong before. I might as well agree with him now.
He has not.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So, and then we got Line of Sight. We had him on the show 2 weeks ago? Not 2 weeks ago, like 2 episodes ago. That was like 5 weeks ago. I can't. When I get on a rant, I start stroking my beard. I get all fidgety and stuff, and it's keeping me from banging on the desk.
But
yeah, Line of Sight. He's working to take your GoPro and your action camera off of your mask and put it inside your lens, like in behind your lens.
Is that not innovation? That's cool as hell.
And I know the NXL is aware of it because he has taken it to the NXL. He has shown them. Go Sports is aware of it.
Oh, right. And then there was that one gear bag that turned into a table. funny
You
enough,
mean
Dan.
Station 150 made by Loft Gear, our latest sponsor?
Made in California, soon to be tested in Canada.
They're made in California. Let me double check on that. I'm 99% sure, but like, they're definitely
made someplace not the Maritimes.
No, they're not made in the U.S. They're definitely not U.S. made.
You just shot that all the
Designed-
hell then.
Designed in the U.S.
Just kill it.
No, it's a design. Yeah, design. What is it that the damn thing said? I was looking at something. It was like
that video. I'm pretty sure that video. We know what one you're talking about, Dan.
It's our video. Well, my video. Our video. Dan, I don't know if you know this, but it was me. I shot it. It was me. Tristan, yes, the price is nuts. It's not. The price is high, but
you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
So I'm trusting you.
It's phenomenal, man. The thing is beautiful, and the fact that it's put together with Phillips screws, like machine screws. It's not rivets, which means if something breaks, you don't need a rivet gun to fix it. You can unscrew the leg and screw the new one on. Like you can fix it. Dan says, "Oh shit, I didn't know." Yeah, that was my TikTok that I did that. That was the one I shot. Which I'll be honest, that when I shot that video and I put it up, I was like, "Sweet, I might get like 3,000 views. That'll be kind of cool." I mean, there's a little boost, and then it just like overnight, it was like 200,000 views, and I was like, "Uh-oh." Because the quality of that video was garbage. So bad.
You might have to sell one of your pieces to get your hands on one.
Yep.
But
I'm
looking
Explorer says I want a pair of Oakley Metas because it's centered and gets better poverty. I think he needs just better POV. But no, that's what Line of Sight was working on. He was working on getting the very nice, and it was supposed to be designed. He was building one that can record, runs off of like $4 lithium-ion batteries. What was all the stuff? Like, it was wild, right? It was awesome. And then he wants to come up with a broadcast model too. He said he wanted one that can like broadcast out. Cliff says, yeah, but it worked. I know it worked, but I'm surprised it worked because I didn't put any effort into it. I literally edited it in the VIP booth watching the pros play, putting my phone to my ear because I couldn't hear like half of it. So, but you know what I'm saying? Like, there's way better innovators out there that could have been picked. I'm not saying that they're not doing good work. I don't think maybe they belong more on the photographer of the year. It really does feel like they kind of did a rinse and repeat. I think Wolf is the only one on there that like is the outlier. Like it's like he's the only not 100% speedball guy of all of them. So I'll say it now, though. I will say it now, and I'm not saying this just because I'm his buddy. Nightmare, 100%. The fact that he didn't get put up there, even though he's got one of the bigger YouTube channels, one of the bigger TikToks, one of the bigger Instagram accounts, is criminal.
I'm just I'm flipping through our show notes from before, making sure we didn't miss anything.
No, I think that was about it.
I think we pretty well got everything. I don't know why I'm worried about it because we're not on the bloody radio and I can run long if we have to.
We're not on the time. Matt the Gym Rat, if he wins, I hope so. The man is great. He's a phenomenal guy. Had him on the show to talk with him. Talked to him a few times. He produces proper, like he produces paintball content in the format of, and I mean this in how do I word this?
He won't take it personally.
No. I'm trying to think of the right word because it's like it's not slop. It's like
it's digestible.
YouTube has a very specific format that when you produce videos in that way, it typically does well because it is attractive to the average 12 to 15-year-old boy who will just watch your video and drool because they've completely zoned out.
Yeah.
Right? It's like that's it, right? And that's what he's producing. He's producing paintball content in that format because it works. So if it works, you do it, right? So no, I'm not saying don't do it. But But I would honestly say that he should be the content creator of the year, hands down. Hands down.
I really do enjoy his content. I enjoy watching it. I'm like a 15-year-old boy, apparently.
Matt the Gym Rat gears his stuff for the young people. He does, and I think the reason he does that is because the number of people who go on YouTube and search for quote unquote paintball is none in the grand scheme. But the number of kids who will sit there on YouTube and let it autoplay to the next video and the next video. And if you tailor your videos to be the kind of video that is like the video they just watched, then it'll eventually come up. And yes, he's like the Mr. Beast of paintball. I hate that that's accurate.
I'm pretty sure Matt the Gym Rat's head just perked up someplace.
But he's good work. It's good stuff. Like, it's good stuff. It's not something that I will sit down and watch because it's not my jam. But I'm an almost 40-year-old man. So, I'm not the target audience. So I get it. But I can recognize good work when I see it. And it's just, he's doing good stuff. And I really, really hope he does.
I just want to screen cap that and just send it to him just to make him giggle.
It's how you grow the sport. You got to reach the youth 100%. You got to not only reach the youth, but you got to get them to.
How do I reach these kids?
How do you get them to put
Matt the Gym Rat? That's how. Nightmare. That's how.
Field.
Exactly. Bring to the field.
Right? Like
VPL. That's how you do it.
The fact that you stare directly into the camera to do that. Gym Rat videos are just easy to watch, even for new players. Very easy for audience to break down and easier for players to watch. Also, 100%. He does a great job. He makes it's kind of I don't know what to compare it to. I don't have the right words. It's like fast food. It's good. It's good. Like, who doesn't like a cheeseburger from McDonald's? Right? Is it fancy? No. Does it tasty? Yeah. Right?
It does the trick.
Exactly. And you sell 1 billion of them a year. So anyways, I hope he keeps it up. I really do, because he's doing great work. So yeah, I don't know. That's it. That's my stance on the awards show, is that it's a crock of shit. And,
well, that summed it up real nicely, didn't it?
The nominees are doing great work. I just don't understand how the awards people actually picked the nominees. Like, what's the criteria? I would be more inclined to see the awards submit and spend 3 months collecting nominees.
The VPL would be innovative.
Yes, absolutely. Taking what was a super niche paintball VR game and turning it into a full-on league with sponsorships from companies like Carbon and HK Army, and I think, what's the other one? That's innovative. I don't actually think Dye is involved with the VPL. But that's innovative. I like that. That's cool. So again, the nominees, I'm not hating them. They do great. They're all doing amazing work. They're all doing their thing. It's just, I don't understand how the nominees got picked, because it really does feel like a group of 50 friends got together and developed their own award show to give each other awards.
So next year, when this comes up, we're going to remember this. I think if you go back and you listen to our episode last year in the archives, you'll find that I said, if we listen to this next year, it's going to be the same shit. I feel like I've said this before.
AJ, it's not even you got to know a guy who knows a guy to win. It's you got to know Tom Cole. Yeah, not this time. Sorry. That being
second sexiest Tom in paintball.
With that all being said, and with my rant coming to an end after I've insulted many, many people who possibly could have even helped me get, further along in this weird world of paintball content creation. Don't care.
Fuck 'em.
Exactly. We're the Wayne's World of paintball, and we're going to keep it that way.
I don't think they say that on Wayne's World, but we'll go for it.
Absolutely. No, of course they don't. They don't go, we're the Wayne's World of Wayne's World. Like, Where's it going with this?
I don't know.
We're gonna do
But
our
on
own
that
awards
bombshell.
show. No, we don't need to do that bombshell. We're not ending
We
yet.
don't. Fuck, that's awesome.
Um,
We are gonna do. You know what? Screw. We are gonna do our own award show.
we're gonna do our own awards show.
Blackjack and hookers.
We're
Damn right.
We're gonna outsource. We're gonna crowdsource. We're not gonna outsource it. Outsource is like I'm gonna call up like a cheap call center somewhere in the Middle East. We're gonna crowdsource the nominees. You, the listener, you, the viewer, are going to pick the nominees. Yeah, I saw that comment. I looks at the detail for one reason. If you know, you know. Yeah. So we're going to ask you, the listeners, to submit your nominees. We're going to come up with the categories.
You are just pulling this out of your ass.
100%. But you know what? I can do it. You know why? Because I'm on 36 milligrams of methamphetamine.
Welcome to the party.
Methamphetamine?
Methamphetamine.
Something. Anyways, I'm on ADHD medication. Let's go. We're going to come up with the categories, and I think maybe we'll spend a couple of weeks collecting nominees. You can submit the nominees, and then once we have nominees, we'll close it, and then people can vote on the nominees.
Okay. I'm down.
Right?
I'm in.
I like that. I think that's how it should be done. I think the world should pick the nominees, and it's just that easy. So I think
the people should choose.
What's
You're
that?
Damn right.
Oh, my God, you know what? I don't know the lyrics, but just the song from Les Miserables came through. Do you hear the song of the people? Or do you hear the people sing? You know the song? No. Anyways, it's a revolution song. It's literally them talking about like how the people are taking back the power.
We are taking over. We are doing this.
Oh, Dan, I love that. I truly appreciate it. This awards we're talking dollar store awards here, but nobody's getting anything fancy. If they're lucky, the certificate.
Whoa. You know how he can sponsor it?
He could buy the napkins that I'm going to handwrite on it.
I mean, I was just a picture of Mel smiling so we can have it on our wall.
Ooh, there we go.
I would like an autographed picture of the Webbas
on the glass every day when I come in, just like.
Oh my God, yeah. We'll set up the booth every week for you, so you have like a little picture of Mel. Oh my God, can we get a picture of Mama Weber for this? Screw it, I'm sure we can print one off.
The Maritime Paintball Podcast Awards for the people by the people.
Oh,
be the change you want to see. What was the one I came up with that I sent you? Oh my God, where is it?
I don't know. I was thinking of the first annual Paintball Award for outstanding achievement in the awards of excellence. How's that go? Jesus, it's The Simpsons. The first annual Montgomery Burns Award for outstanding achievement in the field of excellence. I think that sums up exactly what this award show is going to be.
Oh, we're going to call it the Jerk Gala, the JERK Gala. Come join us, pull each other up. No, we're gonna come up with something.
No, I'm standing by. I'm going to be working with the award for outstanding achievement in the field of excellence.
Absolutely. Also,
some sort of, because I love that.
Suits. No, we're doing t-shirt tuxes, bro. We're not even doing suits. But yeah, that's the plan. This sounds like a bad game show. It will be, and you're gonna love it.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be fun.
I can't wait. Tristan never thought Dan and I would be attending a jerk gala hand in hand. It won't be hand in hand.
I was gonna say, boys, you don't have to. Hand in hand and hand in the other. You guys are good to go,
right?
You got two.
But yeah, we're gonna do an awards show. We're gonna do our own. We're gonna have nominations of some kind. And no, it's not gonna be taken serious. It's gonna be fun though. It's gonna be a little bit serious. You know,
I've never been accused of taking anything seriously in my life, so.
No, but it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I think it'll be a great way to, kind of be the change you want to see. I guess like that's really all it is. I'm not happy with the way the award show has been handled the last like 3 years, and I've decided that we need to do something about it. And that's something that's holding our own award show, apparently.
I like it. We'll figure something out. It'll be glorious.
We will.
It's gonna be funny as hell.
It's gonna be great. Okay, well, folks, it's been fun. We've been hanging out. I'm sweating like crazy in this little booth because there's no AC. I think next week I'll book the other booth with air conditioning. Get Tristan to do a rap song.
Oh shit! Yes.
Do you do your own beats? I'm not kidding. I would absolutely love if Tristan does music. If somebody watching the show does music, I'd love it for an intro song video thing for the show.
We pay too. Mm-hmm. We're not cheap. We'll pay.
I can get it. We can get it played on the radio. CanCon.
I don't pay exposure.
No. CanCon is like I can. What I'm just saying is like we can also make sure that it gets played on the radio, and gets registered like CanCon registration, so you can actually say, "Hey, my song has been played X number of times on the radio." Yeah, that's what that is, right? So that's kind of cool, right? So, folks, it's been fun. It's been a blast. I'm sweating like crazy. Chuck makes music. Tristan's gonna DM me. Let's go. Let's do it. I haven't seen Tristan's work. Tristan, give me your work.
Brad's ADHD has just committed him to about 6 projects. So this has been the Maritime Paintball Podcast. I am your king of paintball. That's Brad Odell. It's glorious to be pre-recorded again, and we want to thank everybody who liked, subscribed, shared. I'm doing this because I'm hungry as fuck, and I got to get some food in me. So
yeah, it's all good. All right, folks, it's been a blast. Thanks for hanging out with us, liking, chatting, and all that jazz. Also, don't forget you can follow us on socials, on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. It's all Maritime Paintball Podcast, as well as check us out, patreon.com/Maritime Paintball Podcast. You can throw a couple of, if you want to help support the show and help us do weird projects like awards shows, you can support us that way. If not, again, just follow us on the socials and say hi. That's it, folks. We're out of here. It's been so much fun. Until next week. Cheers.
Doodles.